Hey y'all, happy Thursday and welcome to another episode of Just Mish. I am Mish. And okay, I skipped last week, but I just was not feeling it, y'all. I'm not even gonna hold you. It was love week and I was with my friends. I was having a good old time and I was like, nobody's gonna miss this. But you know what is so crazy? So in the time that I was like, nobody's gonna miss this, whatever. I have had so many unexpected things happen. Like, for example, somebody texted me. Actually, a couple people reached out to me and said that they listened to the last episode. And y'all, for real, I be over here on Just Me thinking it's just me talking to the wind. But actually, like, I don't know. Every now and then it does touch somebody, and that makes me feel so good. And that brings me to the point of because when I started Just Me, I literally was just, this is really cathartic for me. I'm like, I just be talking because I'm going through something right now. But it's really becoming something that I'm falling in love with doing. And that brings me to the topic of this week's episode, and it is welcoming the unexpected. There have been so many unexpected things happening in my life lately, and I'm so thrilled. I'm a little nervous. I'm a little, I'm always anticipating, always expectant of things happening in this season because even though, I'm laid off and all that good stuff, I have been having some of the best, the best times. Like last night, my best friend is in town, so we went out for his birthday. But it was kind of earlier in the day. So by the time I got home, one of my roommates, she was walking out of her room and she was like, "Oh, you look cute." Like, and I was like, "You do too. Like, where are you going?" And she was like, "Actually, I'm just going out because tomorrow's my birthday." And so well, no, she was like, my birthday is the day after tomorrow." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, like happy birthday." See, cuz I didn't know because she's our newest roommate. So, we're just getting to know each other really well. So, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, where are you going?" And she was like, "I really don't know. Like, I was just going to get in the car and just do my thing." And she was like, "Do you want to go?" And I was like, "I absolutely want to go." And so I was tired, y'all. Man, 33, it be on my head. But I was like, you know what? It's her birthday. I'm not about to let her be alone. I look cute. We are finna be on the town, okay? So, long story short, we go out. We end up at this place where they're doing like trivia. And y'all, these people are for real, like for real trivia people. They like got teams and the teams got names and everything. And so we just was, gonna watch. But then the lady came up to us like, "Oh, you guys can join in on the game." And I'm like, the girl, we don't know none of these answers to these questions. But so we ended up playing, and I actually got the bonus question right. It was a question about Lake Erie. And I'm pretty sure I only know where Lake Erie is because of a question on, I mean, because of Sister Sister. And so I got the bonus question and then we won a free drink. And I was like, "Okay." So it was so cute. We ended up doing like the photo booth, and then after we left there, we walked around the corner because she was like, "I want some churros. Like, let's see if this Mexican spot got churros." So we go to the Mexican spot. Not only did they have churros, but it was Taco Tuesday. And they were like, "Oh, we got $1 tacos." So y'all know we had some tacos and some churros. And it was just really like spontaneous, unexpected night. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, like I wish every day felt like this." Like, not all the time do I want to be out, especially, baby, I am a big Cancer homebody. I'm like, I'm like, if you want me, I'm in the bed. But like, I really love nights like that. I feel like I have like two or three of those times every year. And it's sometimes when you're in the moment and it's like yes or no, like just go with the yes, because it's not, everything is not always calculated, everything is not always, oh, I need to think about this decision, blah blah blah. Sometimes it's legitimately just like, let me do this thing that's going to boost my morale. Let me do this thing that's gonna make me feel better. And my first point that I wanted to make is, in order to really welcome in the unexpected, is to let go. You really have to let go of how you think things should be, and how you think things should go. There was an episode of Insecure, I'm sure everybody has seen it, but when Molly was in therapy, and the therapist was like, you're saying a whole lot about like what you should have been doing, you should have. And I feel like that is kind of where I am in life. I'm just having a whole lot of time to reflect and to just be like, man, like I should be doing this by now, I should be doing that, I should be at this point. And I think that that is a non-starter. Like, it's just like, who said that you should be doing this, who said you should be doing that. I think we place all these expectations, and that leads to limitations for us, because it's like, okay, well, if I'm not doing the thing that I should have been doing, then what am I doing? But the thing is that if you're not at the potential that you thought that you were going to reach, there's always possibilities for more couldas. You could have did this, or I'm sorry, you can. Like, you can do this, you can do whatever you want, because as long as you are still breathing, life is going on. And you know what? That it just popped into my head. It made me think about Beyonce. First of all, now, if you know me, you know I love my girl. I love my girl, and I love that B keeps reinventing herself. Like, she is such a powerhouse, and she is at the point where she's just like, anything and everything that I want to do, I'm gonna do it. And who's gonna stop her? Not you, not me, not nobody. So, and just yesterday, I think, her hair care line Sacred dropped, and it's so cute. I can't afford it right now, but it's so cute. It looks like there was so much work put into it, and I'm just thinking, like, imagine if Beyonce had put limitations on herself. Imagine if she didn't expect the air quote unexpected. Like, imagine if she listened to people like, oh my gosh, and there have been so many people online like, y'all gonna buy from Beyonce and y'all ain't even seen her real hair. Like, who, we ain't seen your real hair. Like, mind your business. But anyway, I just feel like, even with the hair care line, and then with, oh my gosh, with her two new songs, her doing a country album, I feel like she is doing a lot of listening to her heart. She is putting herself first, and I love that for her. I feel like she has done a lot to get to where she is now, and she deserves. And as much as Beyonce deserves, you deserve. So just make sure you just let go, cuz even in the Renaissance film, when she was talking about how she just don't care what nobody think anymore, and neither should you. Like, none of us should, because what moment of worry is going to put a dime in your pocket? What moment of worry is going to let you have a spontaneous night? What moment of worry is going to push you forward? None. Why worry about things when you could just be living in the moment, when you can say yes, when you can have more yeses than nos? Obviously, within reason. No, don't be going out here robbing banks. This ain't set it off. But, just doing things that you really enjoy. And I feel like, when you let go, it empowers you to tap into different sides of yourself that you don't know. Which leads me to my next point of opening yourself up to new possibilities. I think that sometimes we can become so accustomed to, like, this is my everyday life. This is how things go. And then, you knocked off your soapbox by the just smallest things, the most minuscule things, and it's like, wow, I I just, because I'm telling y'all, I be, be talking about it, but like, if I was literally out with my friends the other day at brunch on Saturday, and I was like, y'all, just think, like, if I was working right now, I would not be able to enjoy this. I wouldn't be able to, because I would have been at work. I have worked tax season for the past 4 years. And so it's always been January through April is shut down. I don't even know, like, I was saying the other day, like, do it always rain this much in LA in the first part of the year? I don't think I've ever even noticed, because when it was tax season, we just was inside. We was inside. It's like we could look outside, but we really wasn't paying attention. Like, we just going throughout the day. And had it not been for life just completely uprooting me from that, like, I wouldn't have been able to enjoy a sweet little breakfast, a sweet little brunch with my friends. And I just really appreciated it. And, it was a new restaurant that I had never tried. I have been to so many new restaurants in the past 2 months than I have been in such a long time. I have seen so many new places. I got to go to Dallas, Texas. I haven't been there in 10 years. Two of my siblings live down there, and I was able to go see them. Thank the Lord. And I'm like, I haven't been able to do any of this. My mommy, oh Lord. My mama, I'm such a baby. She turned 60 in a couple weeks, and her birthday party, like, I'm able to do it. I'm able to go. I'm able to, not miss it. And my daddy, he turned 60 in December, and I was able to be there as well. So, like, I'm really thankful for these new possibilities, these new moments, these new, just being able to really sit and just be with my thoughts and be surrounded by people that love me and appreciate my time, and really be able to hone my craft, because I have been putting off writing this. I have been trying to write this show for a couple years now that is really near and dear to my heart. And so, just completely unexpectedly, one of my friends who, like, we're not super close or anything yet, but he, like, reached out to me, and because of this podcast, actually, and was like, how can I help you, and all that. And I just thought that was so beautiful and so spontaneous, and so, like, just almost, things like that are almost life changing in a way, because it's like, wow, like, I'm really allowing this time to, allow me to let go. I'm really opening my heart to things. And so, and then things like that happen. I feel like when you have, positive energy, and you put out positivity, and one of the things that I've learned, like, especially, in prayer, is when you pray, you should pray expectantly. It shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm praying, but I really don't think it's going to happen. Oh, it's just whatever. Like, you have to pray expectantly. And that goes for anything. Like, if you want something, you have to expect it to happen. It cannot be just like, oh, I just, this is just a whim. Like, I'm just, no, like, you have to put the work behind those words, and you have to know that what you want is yours. And obviously, it does not always come all the time, and it is what it is. But in some way, shape, or form, you are going to get the things that you desire. You are going to get the things that you want. You're going to get the things that you are pining after, especially if you know that you know that you know that you're going to get it. This is your life. Allow yourself to open up and to be vulnerable. Be vulnerable to new people. Be vulnerable to new things. I was actually discussing this with my daddy a couple weeks ago, because we just were talking about friendships and all that, and he was like, Misha, because I am what he likes to call an announcer and also a labeler. Like he's always like, you always want to announce something. You always want to be like, this is my best friend, or this is my, it always got to be like such a thing. And it's so funny to me because he's always said that, and I'm like working on it. But he was like, you know what, especially when it comes to people, everybody does not have to be, everybody does not have to be a label. Sometimes you just know people. He was like, but it's your job to just be sociable. Just be sociable. Allow people to be able to express themselves to you, and you vice versa, and it not feel like such a task. Like, let it just, something, like, sometimes it really just is what it is, and that is okay. It's okay to just let life do life in the way that life lives. And I think that sometimes we put so many expectations on ourselves, and then that leads to putting so many expectations on other people to show up for us in ways, or to be, something that they don't want to be to us, or they're not trying to be to us. But when you're sociable, when you're just open, then you really get to see another side of life, because there are so many people that you are going to encounter. Everybody is not going to be your everyday person. Everybody is not going to be your every other day person. Some people are your every 6 month people. Like, oh, okay, I'm just checking in with you. I make sure you're okay. But you can call them for a favor if you need it. You can check in with them, and they there for you. It's just, not an everyday thing. And that's okay too. And I think that it's something that I am still learning, and like I feel like a lot of people should learn. It's just not to expect certain things from everybody. Like, now you do got your close circle of homies that you can lean on and you can trust, but definitely like find those people. And that's, again, Lord Jesus, I just I'm working on it. But I think that a part of just allowing things to flow, and allow yourself to make mistakes. Allow yourself to be, like, expose yourself a little bit. I feel like a lot of times I will shy away from things that I don't know how to do, or I don't trust, like y'all, I don't like heights. Now, I don't know if I've ever told you all this, but I'm not a plane girly. I'm not a roller coaster girly. Please don't try. But but lately I've been noticing that I don't like, I don't know if it's getting worse, or if just because I'm being exposed to new things that, like, it's exposing more of that fear. So on Valentine's Day, I went with my friends Tiana and Zaria to I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like this lookout. And so it was like, I knew it was on a mountain, but I'm in the back seat like, oh my gosh, we are driving up so high. And there is no, like, excuse me, like, there's no barrier on the side. And I'm just looking, it's dark. And I'm just looking out the window like, oh my gosh, are we gonna make it up there? And then, so I did not tell Tiana any of this, but I'm like, she had to like make a U-turn on the mountain. And when I tell you that I was in the back seat, like, oh, Jesus, like, it just was not, I was not there for it at all. But man, when I tell you, this was the prettiest view that I have seen. And then, whenever we were heading out, like, we kind of went up further, and we hit this other side of the mountain. And when I said, like, I thought that the view that we were seeing was exceptional. The other one on the other side that was just a little higher, when I tell you, you can see every single city light twinkling. It was so freaking beautiful that like Tiana had to slow down, and the three of us were like, wow. Now imagine I would have been like, hey, I'm not going up there. I don't like heights. Please take me back home. Because if I'm too uncomfortable with something, I will be like, and you know what? I'm just gonna wait at the bottom of this mountain for y'all. Just, come get me later. But I, allow myself to be a little nervous, and I trusted my friends, and I had a beautiful time to the point where Tiana was blasting music, and me and Zaria were outside of the car singing and dancing, and then Tiana joined in, and her dog Raja was there, and it was just this beautiful waiting to exhale. I am having the most waiting to exhale year ever, guys. Like it has just been this beautiful, just cornucopia of these these just like big emotions and big loves and big heartaches and heart um I don't, what's the opposite of heartbreak? Like just just like good stuff, just all this good stuff and bad stuff and trying stuff and emotional stuff, and but it's all like all of it has been so beautiful and so worth it. And I think that I've just been taking my hand off of things more. Taking my hands off things, just being like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let the day lead me there. Like me and Tiana went to this sushi restaurant, and so me, it's like in my mind, I'm a sushi girl, but really I like fake sushi. I like a good Philly roll, a good California roll, something light, something slight, some kind of is not exactly fresh fish. But Tiana was like, no, this is like raw fish. This is like real sushi. And I'm like, I don't know if I could do that or not. But I really was like, you know what? I'm going to let this be what it is, and I'm going to try this sushi. And y'all, it was so good. There was only one dish that I just really didn't like, because sometimes like I don't know what it is, if it's the texture or just it being the way it look, or I don't know. Sometimes like the raw fish can really like get to me, and so but the other ones have like rice and stuff like that. So like those I was messing up, okay? And I was like, imagine I would have just been like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm such a oh, Lord, my boundaries. I mean, like, no, I don't. I actually don't want to do that. Like, now some things I'm just not gonna do. But like, again, I just feel like this is a season of try. Like, it's a season of opening my mind. Like, and I just don't want to be so caught up in what I just won't do. Oh, I just won't do this. I won't give this a chance. I won't, take this opportunity. Because why not? We got this one life to live. And if we don't live, nobody else is going to live it for us. And, so me and my best friend Bree, we do our devotion every morning. And we do it together. And I can't remember if I heard a sermon. I think it was a sermon by Tony Evans. I cannot remember. I might be making that up. It was a long time ago. I heard a pastor use this analogy where he was like, imagine that there's a box in heaven, and this box is completely filled with everything that you're supposed to do in life. And say, you die, you go to heaven, like, I don't want my box to be full. I want an outpour of blessings. I want all those things that are in that box, I want them thrown down to me every other day. Here's a new blessing. Here's a new thing to do. Here's a new opportunity. Here's a new possibility. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. And I want it to be so empty when I get there. There is nothing left for me to do for eternity but chill out and play dominoes with the Holy Spirit. Like, so I just always just try new things. Try new things. Give yourself a break. And this was really me talking to me. Give yourself a break and don't take everything so seriously. Sometimes I am such a serious girly. Such a I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. I ain't going there. I don't want I don't and it just be like chill out. Like really just chill out. Like just let go. Let it do what it do. Everything don't have to be so uptight. Everything don't have to be such a journey. Everything doesn't have to be so. And you know what? Something that I realized about myself on this journey sometimes is that I'm hard on other people because I'm really hard on myself. And I'm just really I'm due for a break. I'm due for a break. I'm due for a, you know what? You make mistakes and other people do too, and it's cool. Like just sometimes let things go. Let things just happen. Let life do what it's gonna do. Because the thing about life is, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, no matter what. No matter whether you are trying to let it or not, it's gonna happen. Life be lifing. But I just think that when you really open your mind, open your eyes, open your heart, open your ears, and be vulnerable to life, to things that you really just are able to welcome in these new experiences, welcome in new people, welcome in new opportunities to learn new things, to have more fun, to be more spontaneous, to be more loving, to be more honest, all of the things that you could possibly be, and some things that you could never even think that you could be, because you just open yourself up to anything and everything. And I think that that is definitely the season that I'm in right now. I'm definitely going through just different ebbs and flows of how this whole thing works, and trying to figure myself out, trying to figure out what I want to do, trying to figure other people out, which I can't even figure myself out. I ain't gonna figure other people out. But but just, letting life. And if there's something unexpected that comes up, I just encourage you today to try something new. Replace some of them no's with some yeses and just really see where they can take you. And again, I've just been, honestly, every week is different. Some weeks are super fun. Some weeks are just, me sitting in the house because it's just like that. But hey, it's all worth it. And I know that a new season is going to come where I have more and I'm able to do more. But right now, I am definitely, and another thing, like, I am definitely in a season where I am getting a lot of help from people. And I am so, I am so incredibly grateful. Like, y'all don't even understand. My people have been coming through for me. Like, I couldn't even fathom. I have always been, I'm a very generous, very giving person, and I am not a person who receives things really well. Sometimes I always want to give to everybody. I've always been like that. Like, I would give my last to somebody else, but like, I just cannot in this season. And when I tell you, my village has been supporting me and making sure I'm okay, making sure I eat, like just literally every single thing, making sure I have fun, making sure I get out the house, making sure my mind is right, making sure my heart is right, making sure that I'm just, still the same OG. But no, I really appreciate it, and everybody who has just been there for me. Like, I'm so honored and grateful to know y'all, and I'm so thankful that y'all are with me on this journey of just finding out what my unexpected is and just exploring that with me as well. And I'm just really grateful for this season, and I hope that, me going through this can be a testament and, just to somebody else. And so I'm just going to end this by saying, do something new this week. Do something new, or next week, because I know it's Thursday. But but do something new. Say yes. Give it a yes. Give it a go. So you can really just experience the absolute unexpected, and I hope you fall absolutely in love with it like I am. But thank you so much for listening. Thank y'all for being here. I truly love y'all, every single one of y'all, and just go forth and be great. All right, y'all. Happy Thursday.